I know what you have come for. Sit down and let me start. Now let me start the machine. Okay. So now, I would like to tell you the fascinating story of William John Johnson, Esquire, as it is written down in history. First of all, please excuse my Welsh pronunciation. It's bloody awful. William John Johnson, 1879 to 1959. William John Johnson was born on the 9th of February 1879 in Holywell, Flintshire. His father, Robert, was 37 and his mother, Elizabeth, was 28. He was married 3 times and had 8 sons and 9 daughters. He died on the 1st of October 1959 in St Asaph, Flintshire, at the age of 80. So, in 1881, age 2, a residence at 110 Lane End Road, Buckley, relation to head of house, son. 1891, age 12. William John lived at 16 Thomas Street, Chester, in 1891. Relation to head, son. The Red Lion on the corner of Thomas Street, now demolished for the building of the Ring Road. It was off George Street and ran north from number 65. Tuesday the 31st of March 1898. Age 19. His father Robert Dewson passed away at 50 Victoria Road, Rhyl, at the age of 56. Cause of death: chronic bronchitis and syncope, which is a symptom that can be due to several causes, ranging from benign to life-threatening conditions. Syncope is a temporary loss of consciousness, usually related to insufficient blood flow to the brain. It's also called fainting or passing out. It most often occurs when blood pressure is too low, hypotension, and the heart doesn't pump enough oxygen to the brain. Robert Dewson Johnson, 1842 to 1898. Thursday the 1st of October 1898. Age 19. William John married Mary Brooks at the Brunswick Methodist Chapel, Brighton Road, Rhyl, when he was 19 years old. William John Johnson, marked as 20 years old, bachelor, profession, labourer, residence, 50 Victoria Road, Rhyl. Father's name, Robert Johnson, deceased, profession, labourer. Mary Brooks, 21 years old, spinster, residence, Glanaber, Vale Road, Rhyl. Father, Joseph Brooks, profession, gardener. In the presence of John Jones and Jenny Davis. Either Mary was 3 months pregnant when they got married, oh the scandal, or she had a premature birth with Joseph. Wednesday the 12th of April 1899. Age 20. His son Joseph was born in Rhyl, Flintshire. Joseph Johnson, 1899 to 1976. Monday the 21st of May 1900. Age 21. His son John Stanley was born in Rhyl. John Stanley Johnson, to be known as Jack Stanley, 1900 to 1982. 1900, age 21. Places where William John and his family lived in Rhyl. William John first lived at 13 Greenfield Place, where Matalan will be in years to come, which was just in front of the old town football ground. That must have been very busy and noisy for home games. He worked as a coal carter, perhaps for the largest coal dealer, who was William Roberts, situated just across Vale Road Bridge, straight off the railway. He then moved to 3 Sisson Street with Mary Brooks. Bathsheba lived at 4 Vale Road. William John's parents lived at 50 Victoria Road, as did Maria and Maria's first husband William Darlington. Mary came from Glanaber, across the road from Bethel Chapel, Vale Road. Mary's marriage was at Brunswick Methodist Chapel, Brighton Road. Tuesday the 22nd of January 1901. Age 21. The newspaper headlines state today that Queen Victoria has just died, and so brings an end to the magnificent Victorian era, entering a new time called the Edwardian period. The 31st of March 1901. Age 22. William John lived at 13 Greenfield Place, Vale Road, Rhyl, in 1901 with Mary and the children. The photo circa 1890 is an item from Rhyl History Club Community Archive. Next to the Vic, in the house is next door, for some years was Rhyl Tire and Battery. 1901. Age 22. William John probably worked for William Roberts, who was the largest coal dealer in the area. His occupation at this time was a coal carter and lived just over Vale Road Bridge. The photo shows William Roberts' main shop on the High Street, with carters shown to the left of the picture. Wednesday the 1st of March 1905. Age 26. His mother Elizabeth passed away at 50 Victoria Road, Rhyl, at the age of 54. Cause of death: heart disease, dropsy. Informant: J.W. Jones, son of the deceased, also known as William John Johnson. Elizabeth Pendleton, 1851 to 1905. Friday the 9th of August 1907. Age 28. His daughter Violet was born on the 9th of August 1907 in Rhyl. Violet Williams, 1907 to 1990. 1908. Age 29. His daughter Gwendolyn was born in 1908 in Rhyl. Saturday the 13th of November 1909. Age 30. His son Daniel was born in Rhyl. Daniel Johnson, 1909 to 1968. Friday the 15th of April 1910. Age 31. His wife Mary passed away at 3 Sisson Street, Rhyl, at the age of 32. They had been married 11 years. Cause of death: parturition on the 8th of April, and also an appendicitis operation. Parturition means the action of giving birth to young, childbirth, or the weeks following parturition. Informant: W.J. Johnson, widower of the deceased, at 3 Sisson Street, Rhyl, registered the 16th of April 1910. So Mary must have been pregnant at this time. Soon after Mary's death, Gwendolyn was handed to Dr. Barnardo's and sent to York, Scarborough, Ontario, in Canada. Mary Brooks, 1878 to 1910. The 2nd of April 1911. Age 32. William John lived at 3 Sisson Street, Rhyl. Marital status: widowed. Saturday the 17th of May 1913. Age 34. William John married Bathsheba Jones in St. Asaph when he was 34 years old. Bathsheba was living at 4 Vale Road, Rhyl, at the time of marriage, and William John was housed at 3 Sisson Street, Rhyl. Marriage: John W. Johnson, aged 30, widowed, rank horse slaughter man, residing at 3 Sisson Street, Rhyl. John Williams Johnson's father is Robert Johnson, deceased, and trade was a horse dealer. Bathsheba Jones, aged 21, residing at 4 Vale Road, Rhyl. Father is David Jones, a farm labourer. Witnesses are his half-sister and brother-in-law, Maria and Evan Pendleton. She is marked down as being 21 years old, but was actually 19. He said he was 30, but we think he was actually 32. Tuesday the 4th of August 1914. Age 35. Great Britain declared war on Germany. It was a decision that is seen as the start of World War I. Britain led by Prime Minister Herbert Asquith, had given Germany an ultimatum to get out of Belgium by midnight of August the 3rd. 1915. Age 36. William John lived at the Vinery, Morpher, Rhuddlan, in 1915. Morpher, meaning marsh in Welsh, is now called Marsh Road. Seen here with his wife, Bathsheba. Auntie Hilda says that the horse in the middle is a relation of Nick's. Oh dear. Hehe. Tuesday the 19th of September 1916. Age 37. His daughter Vera was born at the Vinery, Morpher, Rhuddlan. Vera Hughes. 1916 to 1998. Monday the 11th of November 1918. Aged 39. World War I ended at 11 a.m. This became known as Armistice Day, the day Germany signed an armistice, which caused the fighting to stop. People in Britain, France and the countries that supported them celebrated. Friday the 15th of November 1918. Age 39. His daughter Ethel Maria was also born at the Vinery, Morpher, Rhuddlan. Ethel Maria Lewis. 1918 to 2011. Saturday the 23rd of August 1919. Age 40. John Johnson came second in the prize board and sowl competition at Clanroost for 1919. Also a breeding sowl of large breed was first to John Jones of the Vinery, Rhuddlan. The best sowl in the yard owned by tenant farmer, who farms not more than 50 acres of land, was first to a Mr. T. Johnson, Rhuddlan. Monday the 23rd of February 1920. Age 41. His daughter, Iris Gledwin, was born in Flintshire. Iris Gledwin Bundock. 1920 to 2015. Wednesday the 25th of February 1920. Age 41. His daughter Dorothy was born at the Vinery. Dorothy Llewellyn. 1920 to 1985. June 1921. Age 42. His son Idris Peter was born in Flintshire, June 1921. Idris Peter Johnson. 1921 to 2010. Tuesday the 29th of November 1921. Age 42. John William filed for bankruptcy. Tuesday the 20th of December 1921. Age 42. His son Clwyd was born in Flintshire. Clwyd Johnson. 1921 to 1981. Tuesday the 25th of April 1922. Age 43. His daughter Hilda Elizabeth was born at the Vinery, Morpher, Rhuddlan. Hilda's middle name must be a namesake taken from her grandmother Elizabeth Pendleton. Hilda Elizabeth Maxwell. 1922 and still going strong. Sunday the 17th of August 1924. Age 45. His son Harold George was born at the Vinery. Harold George Johnson. 1924 to 1933. Thursday the 30th of September 1926. Age 47. His daughter Joan Mary was born at the Vinery, as did her twin, his son, Alfred William. Joan Mary Soule. 1926 to 2001. Alfred William Johnson, also known as Bill. 1926 to 2019. Friday the 15th of October 1926. Age 47. His wife Bathsheba passed away at the Vinery at the age of 33. They had been married 13 years. They say that Bathsheba died 2 weeks after she had given birth to the twins. Apparently she was riding a horse and was thrown off. She developed a hemorrhage and died soon after. The death certificate certified that she died of pneumonia. Bathsheba Jones, 1893 to 1926. Saturday, the 1st of October 1927. Age 48. His daughter Bitthig Dorwyn was born in Flintshire. Bitthig, Welsh pronunciation, is a feminine given name of Welsh origin. It means victorious and is associated with traits such as leadership, intelligence, and optimism. Well, that seems to be a quite fitting for her, doesn't it? Bitthig Dorwyn Jennings, 1927 to 2003. Tuesday, the 27th of May 1930. Age 51. William John married Florence Jones at the registry office in St Asaph. Maria, now a Pendleton, his half-sister, was also present at the ceremony as a witness. Monday, the 23rd of March 1931. Age 52. His son Roy de Whitson was born at the Vinery. Roy's middle name, de Whitson, could be a namesake to his grandfather, who was named Robert Dewson Johnson. Roy de Whitson Johnson, 1931 to 2000. 1932. Age 53. William John had a pet shop in Rhyl, just opposite the White Horse in Bedford Street, now gone. Here, his daughters Bitthig and Vera tinned and sold pet food, which was horse meat from his slaughterhouse. Sunday, the 13th of August 1933. Age 54. His son Harold George passed away at the Vinery at the age of 8. He died of meningitis and is buried with his mother, Bathsheba, at St Mary's Church, Rutland. Meningococcal meningitis is a rare but serious bacterial infection. It causes the membranes that cover the brain and spinal cord to become inflamed. Harold George Johnson, 1924 to 1933. Sunday, the 8th of May 1938. Age 59. His daughter Vera's marriage to Richard Marion Hughes at St Mary's Church, Rutland. Here is William John, now called John William, walking his daughter Vera to the church to be married to Richard Marion Hughes on what looked like a very lovely day. Wednesday, the 16th of August 1939. Age 60. His half-sister Maria passed away at the War Memorial Hospital, Grange Road, Rhyl, now gone. Cause of death, malignant disease of the intestine. An intestinal obstruction. Removed by operation. Maria Pendleton, 1871 to 1939. 1939. Aged 60. John William lived at the Vinery in 1939. Marital status, married. Now renamed to John Johnson, married and documented as a slaughterer, farmer, heavy worker. Says he was born the 9th of February 1884, but we are still unsure of the date. 1881 seems to look likely. Sunday, the 3rd of September 1939. Age 60. Britain and France declare war on Germany. Britain and France are at war with Germany, following the invasion of Poland 2 days ago. This was the beginning of the Second World War. June 1943. Age 64. Auntie Dot and her father John William on her wedding day. Walking down the lane to St Mary's Church, Rutland, on the way to get married to Uncle Bill. Lovely people. Tuesday, the 8th of May 1945. Age 66. The Allies accepted Germany's surrender about a week after Adolf Hitler had committed suicide. VE Day. Victory in Europe celebrates the end of the Second World War. 1957. Age 78. Here is a photograph of John William, seen far left in Florence, is far right. Thursday, the 1st of October 1959. Age 80. John William Johnson died on the 1st of October 1959 in St. Asaph, Flintshire, when he was 80 years old. November 1959. Now laid to rest at the back of St. Mary's Church, Rhuddlan, with his third wife, Florence, and his daughter, Bithig, Dolwyn. Thursday, the 2nd of November 1961. Probate. Now named William John Johnson of the Vinery, Rhuddlan, Flintshire, probate to Victor Eric Ernest Bandock, medical representative and John Morris solicitors managing clerk. Effects £11,255, 10 shillings, 2 pence. £11,255 in 1961 is worth £252,183 in 2020. So, from humble beginnings you could say, he did very well, in the end. He made it to be a quarter-millionaire. Namesake. A good possibility for the naming of William John is that his maternal grandfather was called William Pendleton and his mother's first husband was called John Jones, who was the father of Maria and Mary. And so, here lies the story of William John Johnson.